Hello everyone. I'm on lunch break, so hopefully I can do this video without someone walking in on me, so we'll see how this goes. Allow me to introduce myself before I forget it. My name's Jeff, and I am what you see, what you get, and I just share some things about life and things that I know other people deal with and think about and go through here on Random Talks Unscripted. Anyway, being a father, a husband, can be a very challenging thing. It can come with a lot of inadequacies, think that we are not good enough in what we do, a lot of regrets, a lot of guilty feelings, a lot of wished I would haves. I will be 55 next month, and I've been married for 30 years. I got a 22-year-old daughter that lives at home, plus still a student and back and forth with college. And I have a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old at home. And I think about when my kids were born. Your kids seem like they stay little forever. But then they turn into independent little people, adults, very quickly. And I think back over my time as a father to them. I didn't know how to be a dad. I didn't know how to be a husband when I first started. I was only a child growing up, and I didn't have to share a lot of things. And I pretty much got to do what I want to, or what I wanted to, not now, not what I want to. Got to do what I wanted to when I was younger. And being a dad to those kids and the sacrifices that you have to make, no matter how much you do, no matter how much you give, no matter how much better you try to make it for your kids, you never feel like that you're enough. And when you're trying to provide for them and you're working a lot of long, hard hours and times, and you've got responsibilities after you leave your 9 to 5, some of us is 6 to 6, whatever that may be. And you've got the responsibilities of what you've got to get done around the house, the things that it's got to be, took care of, as far as, the yard being mowed, the vehicles that's got to be maintenance, whatever it may be that you've got to do. And then you got that time that you want to spend with your kids and your family and the vacations and different things like that. And you can look back over and you think, well, did I do what I should have done? Did I provide enough? Did I spend enough time with them? And you can only do what you can do. And there's times that you got to give for yourself. You've got to take time for yourself. And plus you want to build that foundation, that relationship with your children. You want to spend the quality time with your wife that you need to. You've just so much different things to try to balance, and it can get so out of balance so quickly, so fast. And then you look up and the time has passed you by, and you look at your kids at the age they are. Then you look at your wife and you look at yourself and you go, my goodness, we're aging. Life has changed so much. You look at the bills, you look at the bank accounts, you go, oh my goodness, there's so little. So trying to find that, perfect balance in life, I don't think we ever find that perfect balance in life. We think, a lot of times in life we reach this certain age, a certain financial status, a certain year, whatever it may be, that things will be better. I don't know that they ever really get any better. It's just how we go about things and trying to keep these things in balance, because I'm the type of person, when I'm involved in something, I can get so involved in it that that's what consumes my mind, my thinking, my conversations and everything. Whether it be my children or whatever it may be. When I get rested, when I've been on vacation, I've been rested, I've been off work for a little while, boy, I can come up with a lot of ideas and things that I'm going to do, and I'm going to be better, and I'm going to do this more effectively. and more better. Well, after about 3 days of being back into reality and into life, I realized that that's not possible. It may be a want to and a deep down desire that I want, but it's just not possible because of all the responsibilities and everything that you have to do. So it can just bring a guilty feeling on us as men. Have we done all that we need to do for our family? Are we all we need to be to our kids? Well, Dad, man, if you're doing all that you can do, and you do a reality check, and you do a balance check, and you have to reel some things back in sometimes, and you just have to lay some things down at times to spend that time with your kids, with your wife. Then, Monday morning rolls around, you have to pick up baton back up and you have to go back at it. Just keep in mind that, hey, I've got to keep this life in balance as much as I can. Your kids know if you're for real or not. Your kids know if you are genuine. They know if you love them, you care for them. They do. They may not express it the way that you think that they are to, but you know what? They know if you're for real or not. And that means a whole lot. If you're genuine and real, they know it. So if you're like me and you've beat yourself up a few times over the fact that you didn't know whether you was qualified enough, that you have done a good enough job as a parent, as a dad, you probably have. Because it means something to you. If it stays on your mind like that and you feel inadequate and you are providing and you're doing the best that you can, you've probably done enough. That's my random talk today. Have a good day.